It's Saturday morning, the 23rd of July 2021, and it is 8:37. There's a row of lights in front of us, right across the paddock. They're orangey, reddy sort of lights. And I'm blowed if I know what they are, or what they were for, but we're too far out of town for it to be town. There's some high ground between us and town, so it wasn't that. Got me stumped. If I wasn't hooked up to the caravan last night, I would have come out. There goes a kangaroo this morning, first thing. Across the road. Where's his mate? No mate? Okay. Yeah, so, I have no idea what it was. One of life's little mysteries. The first thing this morning, fuel, and I've got to change another gas bottle. Yeah, this place is on top of a rise, so it's on a higher piece of ground than where we were, so I'm wondering whether in actual fact those lights are across a fence line or something like that. Anyway, we will never know, not this trip anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to take a photo of a chook and then right our way. There's the free camp area. Oh, I see. Road to Emerald with caution. Between Emerald and Alpha. Interesting. Plenty of yellow on the sides of the road. I've got to assume it's some sort of wattle. Whether it is or not. We'll keep heading on to Jericho and we'll probably stop and have a coffee or something in there. I have stopped there, I believe. Yeah, there's a bridge here just over on the right hand side. There's a little memorial as well. It's for the guy who built the bridge. He had been in charge of the railways or been their main bridge builder or something or other for many, many years. And when he retired, they named that bridge after him. I'd have to go back to my notes to get the full details, but I stopped and had a look at it back in 2013 or thereabouts. We found out what the Danny Hannay Bridge is all about. He was born in Bogantungan in 1935. He joined the railways in October 1950 and he worked throughout Queensland on bridge maintenance for a period in excess of 48 years. So, a tribute to the guy who did all that work. Now that's interesting. We had that burst of wildflowers or yellow bushes. That was a fair way back. Hasn't been any for a long time since then. Interesting. We're in a fatigue zone. Like all driving is a fatigue zone, isn't it, basically? So here we go, coming to town's trivia games help you stay alert. So now they're going to start asking me all these trivia questions again. Question: how many shearers' wives were jailed during the shearer strike? I suppose that was. The answer will be somewhere. On the next board, possibly. No, that's not the answer board. This is telling us the road's subject to flooding. There's the answer board coming up. We have a vehicle behind us. Greater than 10. There's a hint. Hint was greater than 10. The guy with all these dogs in cages on the car, on the back and in the trailer. The answer was 13. So there you go. It's interesting, there's a truck stopping bay just coming up here on the left, and there's also an emergency phone for RACQ, emergency service. I guess they're assuming that if you're going to have a breakdown, you're going to have a breakdown at the phone. Or was there a phone there? Maybe they were just telling you that's the number to ring. Assuming there's service here, of course. So many places along here where one can pull up and camp. But it's only morning, 20 past 10. What's it going to be like this afternoon when I'm really looking for something? I guess we'll find out. Well, we're just coming into Jericho and the road is subject to flooding, as they all are over here. The unnerving part is that the depth gauge on the side of the road measures to 2 metres. Home of the world's only crystal trumpeters. What's a crystal trumpeter? I assume it's a bird. Oh, for an emerald, straight on, black oil. Now, black hole, straight on, top of the emerald to the left. Cafe. Is it open? Driving theatre. Jericho is situated on the banks of the Jordan River, south of Lake Galilee. It was originally settled when the railway line reached the banks of the Jordan River in 1885, which was named after a pioneer of the area, Harry Jordan. The town and locality name are derived from the railway station, which was named Jericho in 1885 by railway surveyor engineer Willoughby Hannam, because it was the first station west of Jordan Creek, in a reference to the biblical town of Jericho being to the west of the Jordan River. Jericho, because of its biblical sounding name, became connected with the story of Joshua and the walls of Jericho. A group of local artists and historians have created a structure that tells the story of how Joshua won the Battle of Jericho. The structure, called the Crystal Trumpeters, is located in the main thoroughfare, Darwin Street, and is an interesting stopping off point on your journey. Jericho is home to one of the smallest still operating drive-in theatres in Australia. Once a month the theatre hosts a movie double featuring the latest movies. Red Bank Park on the banks of the Jordan River is a great place to camp, fish and birdwatch. There is a walking track that follows the river, and it's a great place to exercise while experiencing the local flora and fauna. Jericho also has a number of interesting and colourful murals painted by local residents. One of the most popular is the two goannas having a beer in Darwin Street. Wonders what Jericho's main purpose in life is these days. No retail, but there is a school, there's a hospital, well, bush nursing post. Plenty of playing for stuff for the kids to do. It's just a great little place, but very neat, tidy. But what's the purpose of the place these days? Jeff's on-site repairs. Back of the police department over there. Old jail and everything by the looks of things. Jericho Council Depot. Or the Works Depot. I guess Barcaldine is their local main shopping area. For those of us who live around the Albany area, this would be pretty much like Tenterden is to Mount Barker or to Albany, I guess. Your F100's here. There is a petrol bowser in there, but do they work? Interesting. Wheels, tyres and toilets. Over the road is the information centre. So this is the address is no longer operating. For sale, freehold hotel with 8 rooms and van parking. This would have to be the shop, surely. Information Centre, Australia Post. Display Outback Village, modelled in clay, based on Jericho 2002. Well, I've been through Jericho a couple of times before. It's the first time I've had a really good look around the place. It's a lovely little town, but what is it in today's context? Jericho to Alpha, the road is open. Airport and dump point down that road to the left. Past 11. Alpha 54. And this is the Jordan Creek, which is all part of the story. Just past the sign saying altitude 444 metres. Great Dividing Range. Like it was at 433, so I'm about 10 metres lower than that. That's alright because it's not necessarily totally accurate on a GPS. Yeah, the soil type through here now seems to be more gravel, not the black soil type we saw west of Barcaldine. Imagine that if this was damp, you'd feel a little safer going off-road than what you would on the black stuff back there. And we've got our yellow flowers and things coming back again. Maybe it's soil type. I need to check back on the video as to what the soil was before. It is coming into wildflower season. Within a week of the end of July. Alpha is situated approximately 400 kilometres to the west of Rockhampton, with the name being derived from the Alpha Pastoral Station established in 1863. This was a very large station, dominating the area and growing to more than 1,600 square kilometres by the late 1890s. The area was originally visited and partly explored by the New South Wales Surveyor General Thomas Mitchell in 1846, and it was his reports that were to encourage settlement, particularly from the 1860s. Alpha was initially established as a temporary terminus during construction of the Central Western Railway line. Rockhampton was keen to take full advantage of the inland pastoral wealth being generated and pushed for a central railway line, with construction commencing in 1867. The line reached Alpha in September 1884. Until June 1990, Queensland Rail maintained a local depot in the town. Jericho Shire, which included the town, was incorporated in 1917, with the main shire offices and council facilities located in the town of Jericho. On the 8th of April 1941, 2 people were killed when a goods train from Emerald plunged through a section of a wooden rail bridge over Alpha Creek on approach to the Alpha railway station. In the 2021 census, the locality of Alpha had a population of 559 people. The Alpha State School is a government primary and secondary school for boys and girls to Year 10. The nearest secondary schools to Year 12 are in Barcaldine, 140 kilometres to the west, and Emerald, 169 kilometres to the east. Alternatively, there is distance education and boarding schools. Alpha has a tourism information centre, golf course, art gallery, showground, parks, swimming pool, tennis courts, museum, hardware store, newsagents, bank, pub, grocery store, bakery, butcher, post office, BP and Caltex service stations, craft shop, hairdresser, pharmacy, hospital, police station and fire station. The Barcaldine Regional Council operates a library at the Alpha Town Hall on Tennyson Street. Bogantungan. Apparently we are allowed to camp here. This is the Bogantungan railway station. There's a museum here. It's a gold coin donation. Except you can't get in. That's the public toilet. There's a chain on the door. Again with a little note, gold coin donation. Thank you. You can camp here. 26th of February 1960. Midlander train crashed. Medway Creek apparently. 5 adults, 2 kids killed. Been put here in the memory of the people who were on that disaster. Okay, we're 53 kilometres from Anarchy, however they pronounced it. If you enjoyed this video, there's over 200 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when our next video is available. If you liked this video, hit the like button. And if you weren't that impressed, please don't hit the dislike button. Instead, tell us why, so that we can do something about it. Thanks for watching.